Welcome to Music News and Opinions, hosted by me, Tiffany Red, for the 100 Percenters. So the writer behind the AI artist Xania Monet sat down with Gayle King on CBS Morning to discuss the controversial AI artist that she created. Check it out.
In addition to her voice, the lyrics are what really blow people away.
Yes.
Are you writing the lyrics, or is that AI too?
No, lyrics are 100% me.
So you
Real
write
life
all those
experiences.
lyrics?
Yes, ma'am.
You write all the lyrics?
Yes.
Were you surprised by the reaction?
Yeah, I was totally surprised, and then a lot of people started reaching out, and
But Nikki, they thought Xania was a real person.
Xania is an extension of me, so I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing. So she's not a real, in that sense, she's not a real person. What do you say to people that say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually have worked hard, who have practiced their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented, taken a shortcut through all of that?
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about and it challenges the norm and challenges what we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it. And I look at it as a tool, as an instrument.
I would like to see the process.
Okay.
So from the beginning,
I go into Suno.
Suno, okay, that's the music app.
Correct.
Okay.
Suno is the music app. I scroll through my list of poems or what I wrote to see what I want to make a song about.
Got it.
And I just take those lyrics, just go in and paste a sample, style, slow tempo, R&B.
So you're saying I want slow tempo R&B.
She adds a few more prompts into AI music generator Suno, like female, soulful vocals, light guitar, and heavy drums.
And from there, you just create. Sometimes I'm doing this for hundreds of songs.
Really?
Until I get the one that I feel like sounds right.
So if they give you two options and you don't like it, you keep going back?
Right. I press create again.
Create again,
And you
okay.
see two more come up.
So in June of 2024, Suno was sued for copyright infringement, or alleged copyright infringement, by all three major music groups: Sony Music Entertainment, Universal Music Group, and Warner Music Group. Now, look, I think that there's two conversations. There's the purest conversation in regards to technology and the creation of music. And I think there will always be an argument around technology and the creation of music, right? This has been going on since the beginning of time. There are the purists that are like, that's not real music. And I feel you. And then there's the other side of the argument, which is this music was created by a program that allegedly pirated a massive amount of music that they did not own. And so while Nikki using Suno to create these songs for Xania Monet feels like she's the person who wrote these songs and created these songs, it just simply isn't true. Because in order for Suno to operate, it needed to train its algorithm off of a whole bunch of music. And it's not just songs. It is lyrics. It is melodies. It is production. It is vocal production. It is arrangements. It is chord progressions. It is so many things that have been taken in order to train this system. So many voices, so many different styles of writing. And look, like I've seen some of the comments about, oh, the dinosaur record labels, there's fair use, like they're inspired by, and it's like, this is not the same thing as being inspired by something. If you take somebody's song and you use it, you have to pay for it. It's just like if you were to, interpolate somebody's song or sample somebody's song. What happens? You have to pay for it. If you want to use somebody's song in a commercial, you have to license it. There's a process of using somebody's music that's copywritten and that's owned by somebody else. So no, Nikki does not own these songs outright because she didn't write the songs outright. She wrote the words. She didn't write the melody. She didn't write the chords. She didn't vocal produce it. She didn't create the harmonies. She didn't create the ad libs. She prompted Suno and said, make this sound soulful, moody, slow tempo, and clicked it a bunch of times until it spit out something that she liked with the lyrics that she provided. That is not creating a song. That is using a system that's been trained off of songs that have already been created, that you have nothing to do with. And I think the thing, to me, This is my opinion. The thing to me that bothers me about this woman creating this AI artist, it's her not acknowledging the allegations against Suno. It's her not acknowledging the impact that it has on other creatives. So while she was able to use it to get where she's going, what about everybody else that Suno stepped on in order for you to get where you're going? You feel like that was worth it? You think that all of the songwriters and the artists and the producers and the vocal producers and the musicians and the vocalist whose work has been scraped, you think that that's okay? So long as you can make music and sell it and make money? I don't know. I don't like that. Personally, this is my opinion. Music news and opinions. This is my opinion. I don't agree with that at all. And I would like to hear what it is that she has to say about that. It's like, if you're going to put yourself out there, put your face out there and let people see who you are, then I think that, you should answer some questions around some of these things. I think it's great that Gayle King challenged you, but I would love to see Nikki sit down with some music people. I would love to sit down and talk with her. I think I'd be a great person for her to sit down and talk with, because then it's like, listen, you're talking to somebody that's of the music creative community. You're talking to somebody whose work likely was scraped to train this thing to, whose friends and peers and, all of that's work has been scraped to use this thing to. And as somebody who fiercely advocates for the rights of music creators, this is disappointing. It is. It's really disappointing. I know that the economy in music sucks. I get it. And so there's a part of me that's like, because I understand, I know a lot of secret Suno users, right? I know a lot of people who are using it on the low, but not telling anybody because they know how controversial it is, and I think that there's a reason why there are people that are using AI as the loophole to get to the bag, that are looking at it as a lick. They're not even looking at it as, oh, I'm going to create the next amazing, massive artist. No, I'm going to use this to make money. And I get it. Music pays like shit. When you're a creator, it does. It pays like shit. And so they're going to be the people that game the system. This is one of those things that you could use to game the system. I think, and it pains me as an advocate because, I fight tirelessly for fair pay for music creatives so that we aren't in these kind of situations. And because of how scarce real making a living is in music, even when you're performing at a high level, this is the kind of stuff that slips into the cracks. And so, I hear AI is the new way. And it's, to me, I think the thing that's disappointing is that more people don't hold the line, that there aren't more people that are like, they stole from us to make this. Nah, F that. This is wrong. You know what I also always thought was interesting? That these labels are suing companies like Suno and Udio, and I think they may have just made a deal with Udio. And I just think, like, making a deal with somebody who stole from you, like a licensing deal, to me is like, why? And I get it. I guess they're like, we have to get ahead of it. This AI thing, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. If we don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. I mean, I guess. But to me, it's very similar to streaming and how the deals were made when the DSPs first started, Spotify and all of them, and how, they did these licensing deals with them, and then, they've got some kind of like equity share, and I'm sure negotiated all kind of stuff, because Lord knows it ain't nothing but major label artists that are on the front page of of Spotify and Apple Music and, all these big DSP platforms, Amazon Music and stuff like that. And so clearly they cut a deal of some sort, right? What the deal is, we'll probably never know. But I don't know. It seems like the same old. And once again, there's this billion-dollar empire being built on the back of creatives and taking from us. And so when I see somebody like Nikki doing what she is doing, I would like to see Nikki also get educated on the realities of songwriters and producers and artists who are already here doing this work, whose music has been pirated, so that she could create Xania Monet. Allegedly. All right, y'all. That's all I have today for music news and opinions. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, like, share, comment, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.